type of thing. The so-called white man knows college is bullshit, man. Alright? Society doesn't necessarily need college. It doesn't need a higher education. Okay? If you got a mother, a father, that's a doctor, he can teach you everything about being a doctor. Okay, why would you need college to be a doctor if your parents are doctors? Just like whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, he was a carpenter. What do you think he learned? You think he went to Kaplan Community College?
University of Phoenix.
Yeah, University of Phoenix of Arizona. He went to school online. You know, Christ didn't go to school online to learn how to be a carpenter. His families were carpenters. He grew up like that, which is a form of communism, man. Whatever your dad is, that's what you. It's simple. If you know your family is it's like my family's a bunch of cooks. I got a knack for cooking. My uncle, my mom, my grandmother, you know, everybody cooks, but half of my majority of my family, out of 10, about 8 of them are professional chefs. That's what you're supposed to do. You hang around them, you're raised up around them, you see them cooking, they tell you little stuff, you learn, and then once you get of age to be in the professional environment, you learned enough. But to know you got to get the so-called white man's approval to be something.
Piece of paper.
Yeah, I got to get a piece of paper and stamp of approval to say, hey, you're somebody.
Yeah.
You're somebody.
Able to do what you've been doing your whole life.
That's right. That's really how it works. You gotta wait for the approval of society to say you're somebody. When you're somebody, man. You know, when you're smart, you don't need no certificate to say you're smart. If you're smart, you're smart. They got a lot of people that went to college that are retarded, man. That went to school that are retarded. Don't know who discovered America, and you got a 4.0 in high school.
Fucking what's that? She a WNBA player. Cole, last name Parker.
Candy Parker.
She didn't know who Christopher Columbus was. But she's a Cole Hooper, you know what I'm saying? She hooping in college. She hooping, that mean her grades is up, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't know who Christopher Columbus
Supposedly.
was. Yeah. Supposedly her grades is up, you right?
Yeah, you know, we all know how that society goes, or how that element of life goes. Is you know.
You playing basketball, you making money for the school, you get an A.
Yeah, depending on how good you get, you better be scoring 20 and up. You better be averaging 20 and up. Or you at 20, you better be averaging a double-double. You averaging...
Get some rebounds and some blocks.
You average a double-double, you won't get out of there without doing nothing, you know? Give me, second Ezra, the 8th chapter.
Had a
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. For none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and that ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Yep, the Most High said, be thou faithful unto death, because we shall be thrown into prison. Really, because we shall go through some things. All right, everybody goes through some hardship. It's about making it until the end. It's about overcoming. All right, that's what's wrong with people. They don't want to overcome. Just want to sit on your ass and get it, man. And the society provides that opportunity, man. And that opportunity is actually a fucking curse for Jake. Because something you can just give, don't necessarily, they might give it to a couple niggas here, a couple niggas there, all right? But they mainly gonna give it to their people, man. They give it to a couple niggas here, a couple niggas there to hold you niggas off, man.
So you can say, oh, they ain't trying to help us. Well, I know such and such down the street. Nigga, overall, we're not getting it, man.
Yeah, you're not getting it. You're in the ghettos. Why is there a ghetto full of black people? 2 white people out of fucking 100, out of 100 people, man. 100 Jakes, you got 2 white people, man. You go in the ghetto, stereotypically you don't think of rednecks, man.
Just like the suburbs, you don't think of Jake.
You don't think of black people, you think of white people when you say suburbs.
East Indians.
Okay, yeah, East Indians, Chinese. You know, just like this, the case in point. These police cracking down all hard on Jake behind this Mike Brown situation or whatever. But guess what? After 9/11, they kind of cracked down on Arabs, but then they still running the quickie marks and all that, man. But one Negro gets shot, everybody got a problem with it. The police cracking down. They ain't crack down on them Arabs like that. Okay? They still running quickie marks, man. But y'all niggas think y'all voting and call upon the name of the Lord to call upon the Lord to bring equality. Okay, let me get this straight. For the record, the Lord ain't about equality, man. The Lord's about division, separating good from evil, better from worse, light from darkness. Because if the Lord created the world, why do you think daytime is separated from the night? Dummy? Okay? Why do you think that the elements are separated from elements? Just like you could look at this park, you can see bricks separated from the water. They're not the same element. Just like water and oil. They don't mix. They're separate. They're different elements. So what you think spiritually or we as people are not separate, we all can coagulate together. We're just like elements in this world, man. We're made to be separated to create existence, man. Because if everything is together, it won't be nothing but one thing. You can't have a world with everything that's together, man. What I mean, the tree is water, the water is brick, the brick is grass. Then what is what? If everything is everything, man.
You're not gonna have a basketball team full of point guards, man. You ain't gonna get nothing done.
Yeah, if you got a basketball team, you got a carpenter, you got a writer, you got a publisher. Anybody can get on the basketball team. Y'all all point guards. Your job is to pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the perimeter and pass the ball, man.
Former point guard as a coach.
Yeah, former point guard as a coach. Your owner's a point guard.
Hey, that's like Villanova. Villanova had that 4-guard offense. They ain't never win.
Yeah.
And then you got 4 guards. What you gonna do with a power forward down low?
Man, nothing, man. He's there watching y'all pass until y'all shoot it. You know, but they doing the 5-guard offense. There's nothing in there, man. You get no rebounds. All offensive rebounds.
No box out.
All offensive nigga yamming on you all day. Alright.
You want the Ezra from the top?
Yeah.
2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 1. And he answered me saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
That's right. The Lord, at the end of the day, all this is going on. ISIS, Ukraine, Crimea, what's the other place? That's Russia and Crimea. I'm talking about the other place. Israel and Gaza, Syria, Pakistan, okay, Iran, China, okay, because China's going through it with America too.
Yeah, because America's partners with everybody in that South China Sea, with Taiwan and with Australia and all those little nations over there. So if in time of war, if China's to go to war, and then the South China Sea, they ain't got no port to go to, because every port that they go to will be an enemy port.
Enemy port, and they're basically America, and like China don't see that shit. Like China ain't seeing America strategically trying to trap them in, which is why when with that flight that went down, China said this is all my shit.
Yeah.
They're fighting over that what's that sea? That's the South China Sea. China's saying, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. All this is my shit. You know, because they got to make a power move like that. Because if they don't, then America ain't gonna do nothing but run them over. And them other weak countries ain't doing nothing but rolling with it because You gotta go with the winning side. Like on the movies of Transformers, man. The Bible, scriptures. Yeah, you into the Bible? You read the Bible?
I'm into the Lord, yeah. I read the Bible.
Read the Bible. So what's your conclusion of it?
I ain't read the whole thing. I'll read it.
I mean, for what you got. You know, that's for what's fair.
So it's a lot of stories of God's his evidence in the world. You know, stories of people having faith, unbroken faith, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord bringing them out.
Okay. Do we all? I'm not gonna say do you, but do you see our people society enforcing that?
Under the radar, a little bit.
It
I don't see it.
It is or it isn't. See, with the Bible, it is.
No. I would say no.
Yeah. So that what should I tell you as an individual? Because the Lord says he chose a few. Okay? And a few is the people who are able to put God as a priority. The problem with this society, they like to represent God because it's cool. Because if you say I don't like God, your mom probably whip you. You probably lose a couple friends. But really deep down, you don't really serve God how you want to serve. You probably serve your job, serve money, serve society or whatever. But God deals with people that serves him down to the core. Moses, okay? Hebrews 11th chapter, give me that. Moses gave up his high stature of being a pharaoh for his position. Abraham was about to sacrifice his son.
Yeah.
His
I
only
remember
son.
that story.
His only son, right? For that. There's not people out here that will do that lay down their life for the Lord. So these stories that you said, that's supposed to be a reality in your mind and your concept toward God. That's just simple and plain, no excuses, because this world ain't nothing. This, what I mean by world, is this American society, American type of way. Is only America started in 1976. That's how old it is. 1776. That's only like probably 600, 700 years. You know, compared to the Bible, is from the beginning of time, and it's telling you how we're supposed to operate. It's giving us stories on how we're supposed to operate. To have undying faith toward the Most High and the Son, no matter what the odds are. Because people get a brick in the road, and they're like, oh, it's not working. If the Bible don't, if I'm following the Bible, it says don't eat pork, I'm not gonna eat pork. And then I'm in the house with no food, I'm not gonna say, Lord, you tripping. I knew you was wrong. I'm about to start eating pork. I got a pork chop sandwich up in there now. No, I'm gonna starve. I'm about to pass out, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Wake up in the morning. The Lord, I have a whole refrigerator full of food for you. Where it came from, I don't know. That's that type of faith that people don't have anymore. They're not willing to go to the edge for the Lord. They're just willing to go just enough for society to see that they serve the Lord.
I feel you. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That undying, no matter what happens, faith. Like riding with the Lord.
Yeah. Because that's the only way. What's the what? What's that? Who was that? I'm gonna ask that question. Who is that? According to the Bible.
But true.
That guy right there. Oh, somebody's talking about this right here.
Well, according to the Bible and Revelation, that's not Jesus.
That's correct. We don't.
Well, how they describe him in the Bible?
Yeah.
Hair like lamb's wool.
Yeah. White hair, wool hair, red eyes. His iris is red. Dark skin is brass. I don't think that's.
What's bronze?
Bronze. Yeah. Bronze.
Burnt in the furnace.
It's burnt in the furnace. So that don't look like a match to me. Somebody say I'm gonna meet you with blue pants on, red shoes, and a blue hat, and they come in with a three-piece suit, all white. That's not the person they told you that's coming, right?
Yeah, I know.
So it's basically.
I think that's just for, like people to feel more comfortable.
It plays a big part.
Because it's, for them to
But when
feel
I see,
comfortable.
even when I'm on Facebook and I see what they say is Jesus,
This is like
this is what
irrelevant
they show.
to me. I don't
really
Doesn't
care about
matter.
that. But
Let's
I see where
Let's
I see
dialogue.
both sides.
Let's dialogue because it does play a part. Because the main thing, I'm gonna give an example of worldly example. I'm gonna give you a spiritual example. Worldly example: somebody rob a bank and say this guy was wearing all black and he's a dark-skinned man, about 5'10", and you just give a random example then you go looking for the guy you're never going to find, right? Now, when Christ, the spiritual example is when Christ said he's coming back. I'm coming back as a dark-skinned man, and y'all expecting this. Christ come in your face and say, what's up? What are you going to do, Thomas? You ain't Christ.
I already know.
You know, you don't look like that. So an image is relevant. They just push that an image is not relevant. Anytime you go to a job interview, they ask you what? Your ethnicity. Why do they ask you that if image is not of relevance?
Well, I guess it's really not. I don't put my ethnicity when I do an application because it's optional. And as far as like saying that it's a dark-skinned man and hair like this or whatever, I think you don't so much recognize Jesus by his description, but something that's within you.
I do, because the reason why I mainly do, let me tell you this, is when I thought that was the image, I thought Israelites was that image. When I realized his feet was, he had dark skin color, I said, wait, Israelites are dark skin. Now when you read the Bible and it talks about Israelites, that's why we have this sign telling you all the Israelites are these people. You'll never believe this because you think Israelites are like that. Case in point, the Israelites, or so-called Israelites that are in our land today, they're not the actual Israelites. We are the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But if you tell somebody that in the street, they'll laugh at you because Israelites are supposed to look like that. What? Israelites, dark-skinned people, but we are the Israelites. Because it does matter about the image. Character does matter. Character does play a main part. But you never heard somebody on a dispatcher saying, I got a suspect on 3 different names. What does he look like? It doesn't matter. It's about his character. You're never going to find a guy. It's a criminal. Just get him. It's a criminal. Just get him. You can't do that. It don't work like